Have you ever felt that strange, almost inexplicable sensation that someone is thinking about you, even when the world is quiet around you? Today, the angels have guided me to you with a message that goes straight to your heart. It's no coincidence that you're here, because as you read these words, this person, yes, the one who marked your soul in an unforgettable way, has been caught once again looking at your photo. And what they're about to do will change everything. Take a deep breath. You need to know the truth that the angels are revealing right now. This person who tried to move on, who convinced themselves that forgetting you would be easier than facing what they feel, is surrendering. In their most private moments, when no one is around, they relive memories, read old messages, and repeatedly return to that cherished image of you. And do you know why? Because your presence left a mark that won't fade. You were not just another connection. You were, and still are, the turning point in this person's emotional story. The angels are showing that this attachment to your image is not just nostalgia. It's a kind of desperate search for answers. As if by looking at you, they are trying to understand, why do I still think so much about this woman? Why does nothing and no one fill this void? And here's the truth that almost no one says. They see you as something sacred. And that scares them deeply. This person is in conflict. On the outside, they may even seem indifferent. They might try to keep up appearances, continue their life as if nothing happened. But on the inside, there's a battle being fought between the ego and the heart, between fear and desire. And that image of you, that photo, is like a window connecting them to their feelings in the purest and most intense way. She looks at you, trying to resist. But deep down, she's begging for a sign, an opening, a chance. The angels show me that this person is going to take action. And it won't be just any action. It will be something that deeply surprises you. A gesture that will show that she has finally decided to stop running from what she feels. Maybe you feel like you've waited too long. Maybe you've even tried to erase this story from your soul. But there is something between you that not even time can dissolve, a soul connection. And now, this connection is awakening in her a drive stronger than any rational resistance. Close your eyes for a moment. Can you remember the last time you felt that shiver for no apparent reason? The last time you dreamed about her, even after days of trying not to think? None of this is a coincidence. What the angels want you to understand is, this person is not just missing you. She is being pulled by a greater force, by something that goes beyond human understanding. And that's why she was caught again, looking at your image with teary eyes, a tight heart, and a mind filled with possibilities. What is she going to do now? The angels show me fragments of a decisive moment. Words that have been held back for so long are finally about to be spoken. An attempt at reconnection. Maybe in the form of a message. Maybe through an unexpected gesture. But it will be clear. It will be intense. And above all, it will be true. Now, you need to prepare yourself. Because what is about to happen is not just about reunion. It's about choice. It's about someone who finally understood that you are irreplaceable. That the feelings she has for you are rare. And that losing this chance would be the biggest mistake of her life. This is just the first part of the revelation that the angels have to share with you. But even here, they ask you, keep your heart open. Because what is coming will touch your soul in a way you have never experienced before. Type 1 to go to the next part. Do you remember the last time you doubted what you felt? When you tried to rationalize it, telling yourself, maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe this is all just in my head. But the angels are here today to tell you, no, you weren't imagining it. Everything you felt, all those subtle perceptions, the silent signs, the strange synchronicities, were right all along. As this person got caught once again staring at your photo with that lost look, as if searching for something they can't name, something inside them began to break. And this is where the angels whisper, this break is necessary for rebirth. You see, she built layers around her own heart. Layers made of pride, old frustrations, unresolved experiences. And you, with your energy, your truth, your light, started to shatter all of that. She tried to fit you into the same box where she placed all the other connections she ever had. But you don't belong there. You are the exception. You are healing. You are the outlier. And now, she is feeling the pain and relief of this realization at the same time. The angels show me symbolic scenes, a cup left aside, still warm. A phone open to your name. A song that plays and makes her stop everything. These moments aren't coincidences, they are invitations. Invitations to allow herself to feel. And she is getting closer and closer to accepting this call. But why did it take so long? This is a question that so many women ask in silence. And the answer comes with compassion. This person didn't know how to love for real. She loved with fear, with her mind, with control, until she met you. Because you don't demand. You overflow. You give. And that, my dear, is rare. And scary for someone who has never experienced something like this. The angels reveal that at this very moment, she is more sensitive than ever. And behind every attempt at distraction, there exists a genuine desire to get closer. You might not see it with your physical eyes, but energetically, you are already touching each other. Maybe you've noticed some internal restlessness in recent days. Difficulty sleeping. Random thoughts about her. Little coincidences, like hearing her name by chance or catching a familiar scent on the street. All of this is a sign. Signs that the field between you is activating again. Signs that the angels are aligning everything because her next step is being prepared. She thinks, is there still room for me? Would she welcome me with an open heart? Does she feel the same? And the angels want you to know, yes, this person still has fear. But the desire to reconnect with you, to express everything that has been left unsaid, is growing in proportions she can no longer contain. She might try to resist a little longer. She might hesitate. But the decision she is going to make soon will be guided not by the mind, but by the soul. And you, at this moment, are being called to prepare as well. The angels don't want you to wait in anxiety. They want you to strengthen yourself in love. To look at yourself again with the same enchantment with which she observes you. Because this reunion, which begins with a gaze at your photo, goes far beyond exchanged words. It will be the start of a new chapter. More mature, more genuine, more divine. Now, pay attention. In the coming days, something small but symbolic will happen. A direct sign from this person. It could be a comment, a viewed story, a memory that resurfaces out of nowhere. This will be an indication that she is drawing closer. And when this happens, you will remember this message. You will remember that the angels prepared you for this moment. Because you are not alone. You never were. What is coming is more than a return. It is a rebirth. Type 1 to go to the next part. Do you feel it? That energy in the air, as if something is about to happen. As if the universe is taking a deeper breath. As if time has slowed down, just so you could notice. This is what the angels want you to understand right now. You are entering the realm of manifestation. Because while this person looks at your photo, with their eyes fixed, their heart racing, something inside them is saying, enough silence. Enough pretending I don't feel. Yes, my dear. They are on the verge of taking an action they've been holding back for a long time. And honestly, they are scared. Not of love, but of your reaction. They fear they won't be welcomed. They fear they may have waited too long. But above all, they fear continuing to live without you. The angels are showing me that in the coming days, this person will rehearse reaching out. They will write messages they don't send. They will look at your profile for hours. They will ask close friends if you are doing well, if you are with someone, if you still talk about them. And this movement, though invisible to the eyes, is incredibly intense on the spiritual plane. It's like a rope being pulled taut between two souls, one that waits in silence, and the other that finally begins to move. But there is something you need to know. This action of theirs will not come impulsively. It will come from a real awakening. Because the angels are directly touching their heart. And they are showing everything they lost by trying to erase you. They are beginning to see the void that remains. To realize that other connections are just echoes. That no one looks into their eyes like you did. That no one touches their soul like you touched it. You were, and are, a portal. A reminder of what it is to love without games, without masks, without demands. And this, for a soul that has spent their life protecting themselves, is absolutely transformative and terrifying. But courage is on the way. It begins to emerge in dreams, in internal dialogues, in moments of longing that overflow like tides that no longer obey logic. The angels ask that you pay attention to the signs. If you feel the urge to listen to a specific song or relive a moment from the past, don't ignore it. If her name comes up more often, if memories come flooding back stronger, take note. All of this is part of the field that is being reorganized. This connection is being reactivated. And you have an essential role in this moment. Keep your light shining. Not for her, but for you. Because when she finally knocks on your door, literally or symbolically, she needs to find the woman who touched her so deeply in the past. Stronger, more whole, more aware of her own worth. This person is going to seek you out. The angels are emphatic about that. But before that, she will face a choice. To continue trying to live half-heartedly, hiding what she feels. Or finally surrender to this love. And believe me, she is much closer to choosing love than ever before. But understand, you don't need to prove anything more. You've already done your part. You were authentic. You were generous. You were truth. Now it's time to receive. And the angels are setting the stage for that. So, be present. Be awake. Because when that gesture comes, when she breaks the silence, it will be something that touches your spirit deeply. And perhaps, just perhaps, you will realize that everything you've experienced up until now was to prepare you for this moment. This is not just a love story. It is a story of healing, of new beginnings, and of miracles. And you are the key piece in this transformation. Type 1 to go to the next part. Now is the moment of truth. The angels show me something powerful. She will no longer be able to hide. After so long fighting against her own feelings, this person will finally surrender. And it won't be in a grand or theatrical way. It will be intimate, almost shy, but full of truth. It may start with a "Hi, I was thinking about you."
And this has affected them in a way that no other relationship has. That's why the desire to reach out to you is not just emotional, it is spiritual. It's as if something greater is calling this soul to reunite with you, to complete something that has been suspended in time. But the angels also know, you have protected yourself. And that is understandable. Perhaps you have suffered, perhaps you have questioned, perhaps you have wished to hear all of this before. And that's exactly why now, more than ever, it's essential for you to listen to yourself too. To feel, clearly, what you want to experience. Because the reunion that is approaching is not just any return, it is a chance for truth, for healing, for conscious choice. This person is preparing for this moment. Not just to seek you out, but to embrace what they feel. They know they can no longer offer you halves. Gradually, they are shedding masks, walls, and self-deception. The angels reveal a soul that is being refined by love itself. And when they come to you, it will no longer be impulsive, it will be a choice. A desire to build something real, based on what is true. And you, dear soul, need to be ready. Not to accept just anything, but to recognize when love comes clean, free from games and restraints. The angels tell you, you deserve this love. You deserve to be chosen clearly. You deserve a love that lasts, communicates, and respects you. So, when this person breaks the silence, listen not just with your ears, but with your intuition. They will tell you, in words and in their gaze, everything that has been held back for so long. This is a time for reconnection. For endings that become new beginnings. And the angels want to remind you, you have never been forgotten. You have been awaited. Kept in the heart of someone who needed to grow to value you in the right way. And now, everything that seemed lost, is returning with new light. With purpose. With a desire for permanence. Because what is true may be silent for a time, but it never ceases to exist. Your journey still has chapters to be written. And the angels will be by your side, guiding every step, every word, every gesture. Trust what you feel. Trust in the love that flows. And know, the silence that hurt for so long was just the pause between what has passed and what is about to begin.